Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Timz if you're new here. I make a video every 6 months, without doubt and without failure. So stay tuned. Oh, welcome back. Hoping it'll do good. So today we're going to talk about my backstory before Cambodia. I knew I've put up a couple videos about Cambodia and I had a few messages, actually a couple questions about my backstory. How did I get to Cambodia? How did I do it? Well, before I get into that, I want to share this with you first, okay? So you can understand the situation rather than jump into conclusions. But first, this is the backstory. Born and grew up in Belize, born and raised, whatever you like to say it. We grew up very poor. Things were rough. We live in a 2-bedroom house, but a lot of people. Outside was our playground, outside was everything. I grew up in a small village called Burn Creek, and then my mom moved us to Ladeville, and that's where the international airport is actually. And I finished primary school there. I ended up to finish high school, which was a pain in the ass, but we left that for another video, maybe at least story time. Then I started working in Mark's Bar, my last year of high school, and I also worked on tourist catamarans, like a party boat, you go snorkeling, that type of thing. 19 years old, met my first serious boyfriend, moved to England, and I lived in England until I'm 25 and then moved back to Belize. So now with a fast forward, back in Belize, grown woman, had only makeup business. I was a makeup artist, did pretty good, had some amazing clients. So just on a fast track to my in 2018, I did this hike with 10 people, 10 strangers. I think I made 11 or 12, and we went to this, I'd say a hike up to Victoria Peak in Belize. And if anyone will ever do it, it's not the easiest thing, especially if it's your first proper one. I mean, I can't remember how long we stayed in there, but we did it anyways. And then it was life-changing. Like, I always knew what I wanted. Since a kid, I knew I wanted to travel. I want to see different places. I don't want to watch no TV, and that's the only way I actually live my life. I don't know where I get the money from. I don't know how I left Belize. I don't want to get farther than just go to Chetumal. When I say travel, I mean abroad, foreign, either States, Alaska, England, anywhere but Mexico and Chetumal. Chetumal and we call it other border. I can't remember, but I used to go there if you go buy uniform with my mom. I can't remember. If you don't remember what you call, comment down below. We ate all the food we took with us. And I remember 2 Mayan lady that was actually a part of the group gone and picked these sticks that taste like green mango, and we did chomp away. And it just reminded me how I actually grew up, you know. At 28 years old, you forget, like, not completely forget, but because you made it there, yeah, and you did okay to this point, you kind of not look back one certain type of way. And that really did like ground me and remind me, bitch, you grew up poor. You don't need no money in your life. You don't need a lot of expensive thing to feel happy. I had everything I could possibly need. Alright? Everybody have many complications in a relationship, but I just never feel completed. I never feel content. That's the word. I never feel, and don't get me wrong, I'm very appreciative of everything I had in that relationship. But I'm lost as a person. I never know what the fuck I want. I want this, that, and Tara, and it's not about the material things. Then when I get it, I'm happy if you can leave it a time, and then that's next thing you know, back to square one. Listen, I feel like I'm dead. They had a leap part where you had to pull yourself up, like rock climbing, pull yourself up, and I slipped. And that day was actually my birthday, March 11th. I got to the top of that peak 12 noon on my 28th birthday, 2018, and I just started crying. I got to the top, I just thought, bawl. Everyone was so sweet. They wished me happy birthday, and they had a tiny bottle. I think it was like Jack Daniels or Bacardi. It was a little bottle of Bacardi, and I had the tiniest sip. I had the tiniest sip, and it went straight to my head. It was one of those moments, like one and in time in my life, like I will never forget. But that was my breaking point. I got back home, and I just started getting rid of personal things. I realized I didn't need all of that crap. And I also realized that I don't need the relationship that I was in. I wanted it for the wrong reasons. So I broke my own heart, broke my heart up, packed 2 bags, and Safeway. 2 suitcases. I think I had like maybe $600 US in my pocket. The ticket I booked, I mean a multiple city ticket. So I get to stop off at 2 places. Chicago for 3 months, Mexico, and then I ended up getting to London, and I stay in England for 1 year. Now, this is the way all the traveling thing kick in on that hike. Get to England, where I want to do. I work, I do research after research. My research, I looked up, started messaging these people. Nobody got back to me. I almost give up. I kept messaging people. I prompt one place, and then boom, next thing you know, I have the opportunity to go to Cambodia. So when me leave it the money what I make, I save up the money for my ticket. I save up my money for my course, because it's never cheap. And this is me a month, 5 weeks, 1 month or 5 weeks course. Can't really remember specifics, but I did the in-class one. So I flew to Cambodia and did it there in class, where I had the opportunity to go to different school, different age ranges of students and teach them. I mean, as young as 3 years old all the way up to like adults, grown man or woman. I never budgeted a whole lot for accommodation, because I have 1 month free, and I say, you know what, at the end of this month I will have a job in place. I just had that in my head. Nothing will stop me from get the job what I need and want. So damn the plan. What if that was like fraud? Like what if it's some scammer to take my little bit of money? I actually felt sick. I vomit everywhere. But the day come, I book everything, and again I took the opportunity to book a multiple city ticket. So I went from England to Dubai to visit my cousin, and then Cambodia. So that worked out really, really. I got to Cambodia, did my course, a whole pile of shit happened. I mean, like personal stuff. I left that for another story time. And to be honest, I had no expectations. I never set no expectation, because I never want to overdo it. I want to get there and I like it. So this the way everything start be surreal. I use the company Aviz. I'll get a link and I'll put it down below, and I'll put a direct contact to one of my now friends. She's really helpful. She gave me all the information I needed. Them are good, you know, and they really took that thought from the back of my head, or the front of my head, that it was a scam. Listen, I did my course. It was amazing. It's crazy laid back. I can't tell you how much it laid back it is in Cambodia. It remind me a lot about my own home, Belize. So I did my in-class course, went to different schools. I had the opportunity to meet a whole pile of people, like socialize, network, you know, and build my confidence up to get one job. That was the main goal. I never have a lot of money, and I had the money I budgeted for food that get cut straight in half, because not because they're expensive, super cheap like Cambodia, but I'm gonna drink like one camel. I don't think the course was complicated, very straightforward. The lecturer was very informative, very helpful, and there's a lot of resource too, like to help you out. If you don't know something, you go and ask. Friday the course finished. I got offered a job, and I had the job interview on the Saturday morning. So of course we party and celebrate. Everybody celebrate. I had the interview at the school that I chose. They were interested in me as well. I got the job. It was surreal. This is my backstory. If you have any questions, leave it down below. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching my backstory before Cambodia. See yous.